Hey there, love warriors. Welcome back to Cupido Rules, the only place that doesn't just spill the tea on love, it serves up the whole darn pot. In today's episode, we're going on a deep dive into the ocean of your emotions, the labyrinth of your love life, to decode your love pattern. That's right, you heard it. We're talking about whether you're a savior, a chaser, or a fleer. So, buckle up, hold on tight, and get ready to have your mind blown, and possibly your heart too. Now, before we move on, you might be wondering, what the heck is a love pattern? Well, to put it simply, it's the unconscious, repetitive behaviors and dynamics you tend to fall into in your relationships. It's like a hidden script you're following, without even realizing it. Understanding your pattern can bring a ton of insight into your love life, helping you to navigate relationships more effectively and consciously. So, let's jump in, shall we? In the grand theater of love, we often find ourselves playing the same roles over and over again. These roles can be broadly categorized into three main types: the savior, the chaser, and the fleer. Each comes with its own set of traits, quirks, strengths, and weaknesses. Let's break it down, starting with the savior. Saviors, oh you shiny knights and ladies in dazzling armor. Your favorite pastime in relationships? Fixing, mending, healing, and saving. You see a damsel or a dude in distress, and you just can't resist. Drawn to their vulnerability, you often end up in relationships with people who need saving, or so you think. But here's the catch: people aren't projects, and love isn't about fixing someone. When you're always focused on your partner's problems, you might neglect your own needs, leading to an imbalanced relationship. Next up, we've got the chasers. You folks are the epitome of persistence. You're the marathon runners of love, constantly chasing affection and validation, often from partners who are emotionally unavailable. The thrill of the chase keeps you hooked, but this can often result in one-sided relationships. Remember, love isn't about winning someone over. It's about mutual respect, understanding, and companionship. Last but certainly not least, we have the fleers. As soon as things get real, you're out faster than a cat in a dog show. Commitment scares you, and you'd rather leave than risk getting hurt. While this might protect you from potential heartbreak, it also keeps you from forming deep, meaningful connections. So fleers, it's crucial to address those fears and not let them rob you of potentially wonderful relationships. But where do these patterns come from? They often stem from our childhood experiences, past relationships, and deep-seated fears and insecurities. And while they might have served a purpose at some point, sticking to them rigidly can limit our growth and happiness in love. But how do you identify your love pattern? Well, the first step is to reflect on your past relationships. Look for common themes or recurring issues. Are you always drawn to partners who need help or fixing? You might be a savior. Do you often feel like you're striving for your partner's love or approval? You could be a chaser. Or do you find yourself bolting at the first sign of conflict or commitment? You may be a fleer. Once you've identified your pattern, what's next? How do you break free? Breaking free from these patterns isn't always easy. It requires self-awareness, introspection, and often, professional help. The first step is acknowledging your pattern and understanding why it exists. This can help you see that your pattern isn't serving you and may be hindering your happiness and growth in relationships. Understanding your triggers is another important step. For instance, if you're a savior, you might be triggered by someone's vulnerability or neediness. If you're a chaser, rejection or indifference might trigger your need to strive for validation. And for fleers, commitment or conflict could be your triggers. Once you know your triggers, you can learn to respond to them in healthier ways. Setting healthy boundaries is a crucial part of breaking free from your love pattern. This means understanding your limits and expressing them clearly to your partner. It also means respecting your partner's boundaries. Boundaries help create a balanced and respectful relationship where both partners' needs are met. Finally, don't be afraid to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide valuable insights and tools to help you break free from your love pattern and build healthier relationships. So, that's all, Cupid warriors. Time to decode your love patterns and rewrite your love story. Remember, recognizing and changing these patterns can be tough, but it's a journey worth embarking upon for a healthier, happier love life. And as always, we're here to guide you every step of the way. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Cupido Rules, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on your future love lessons. Until next time, keep ruling the love game.